square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Two teams ranked in the top 6, both with playoff aspirations, ready to square off here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma Sooners kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense has the ball first today. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better.
Caught, and he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Sooners in the hurry up. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They give it back to him. Good, strong tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
You know, as I look at this team now, as we kind of gear ahead, David, and look forward to the college football playoff, I think this team has a chance. And the reason why is because of their offensive line and their ability to run the football. They can line up against top defenses in the country with the best players. And they can run the football, and they can get it done and out-physical people. And that's a huge key for them. It's such an advantage on offense when it all starts up front with the 5 guys like they have.
Especially when it gets later in the season, the games get harder, you get banged up, the weather changes, the physicality travels. On the road, at home, if you can run the football, if you can dominate up front, you got a chance to win the whole thing.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Straight ahead, it's 4. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Hauls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back. It's Austin. Back's got it on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Working the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Complete to start this drive. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking left. Nearly intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Right side, it's Blaylock. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he'll take the... home. It's a touchdown.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Driven back.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. Run ends there. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They just keep firing. Fires left. That pass is incomplete.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for running room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun.
Snags it and he's open. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Setting up the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Austin. Fires complete on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They're all over it. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Running inside. It's Blaylock. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Right back to him. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man in the middle. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Jordan. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Bishop. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Austin. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete to the right. He's past the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw one first. He fires a bullet to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield, it's Austin. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. RPO complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Quick give. It's Blaylock.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got it back on second and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. He now has 63 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Back to throw, it's Austin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Behind to crease, it's Blaylock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride him again. Shakes off the defender. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Austin. Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. All the way in for the touchdown. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just gets rid of that one.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Austin. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back up.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Sends it back in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. To the air, it's Austin. Firing for the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Leaping grab for a big gain. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He'll set up to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Looking to throw, it's Austin. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving